Hey folks, welcome to VerifiedInvesting.com. My name is Gareth Soloway, here to deep dive into the oil move, gold and silver. Oil surging higher, gold and silver collapsing back down. Let's look at the charts because based on today's move, oil should have likely tagged a major high and is likely topping. We'll show the charts right now. In fact, let's get right into that. So just to give you guys a sense, what I did today is I started to short oil. Shorting oil, again, just dipping the toe in the water. So by no means do I think that oil can't go a little bit higher, but it's now finally hitting the massive technical level that really should denote a high pivot for an eventual big move down. So you guys know, listen, if you've been following me, I told you to short here. We collapsed. I said this was a topping tail. We were making a bear flag. It was going to come in. In addition, you go back to the beginning of 2026, my top trade for the first half of 2026 was oil. And you can go to David Lynn, you can go to any of them, all right? Kitco, David Lynn, Miles Franklin, all of them I talked about at the end of December 2025 of oil being my top pick. So now we're at a point, we go back to the chart. Take a look at this. I want to show you guys this because it's pretty remarkable. So what I've shown you guys recently is that we had this parallel, and this parallel helped me call the market when it was going to collapse. It's now helping me tell of another drop coming. So initially, this was the pattern formation. You had a topping tail here, and then you started at the lows, went up to the highs, came back to the lows, to the highs, and this is where I gave that major short alert out. We came down to the lows, tagged it, bear flag. Notice how the bounce was so shallow. Told you it was going to break lower. And now we've done a retrace to the scene of the crime. All right. In technical analysis, this is what happens, right? So you get this sort of parallel channel. And again, please understand, and I always want to say this type of thing, is that it doesn't always happen. Just because the setup is there, it means it's a high probability, right? So understand probabilities. A lot of people have a lot of hard time understanding what probabilities mean. They say, oh, Gareth said it, so it's got to be so. And if it's not so, always crazy. And it's like, no, high probability for me is 70 to 80%. So it still leaves 20 to 30% chance it doesn't play out that way because you have to understand markets are markets. They're fluid. Everything's always changing. But I'll always take the trades that are 70 to 80% success. You just win 70 to 80 times out of every 100. You're pretty much going to be a rock star. All right, so here we have this type of pattern here. We go up, we go down, we go up, we come down, we go up, we break down. There's a tendency to retrace before that next go around. And that's exactly what is happening here on the chart of oil. So keep an eye on this, guys. Again, I will go on record, and you guys know if there's one thing for love me or hate me, right? The one thing I'm not shy about is making my opinions known. If I think based on technical analysis, something's on the verge of happening, I'm going to tell you guys. Most of the time I'll be right. Sometimes I'll be wrong. Just the nature of it. All right. So where are we going, guys? So let's talk about where the downside is. So we're looking at a top on oil right here. Okay, short-term top potentially right here. And again, it could pierce by a little bit more. Maybe we get back to 110. Right now we're around 107. But ultimately, this trend line's the kind of the signal to begin to get on the short side, in my humble opinion. And that's what I'm doing myself. Now, on the other side, what we have here is how low will it go? Well, the first downside target is obviously going to be this pivot low, right? I mean, that's just the obvious one. So about $79 per barrel. But I actually think that whenever the straight reopens, you'll have a flush all the way back down. And this would be a massive drop, but you could get down as low as this gap fill at 67 and change. Now, I do think the second, like even if the straight is opened, it might initially flush to 67 and then it settles in at 75. I've talked about this before with you guys, how the idea is that many countries have basically used their strategic reserves to kind of soften the blow of the Strait of Hormuz being closed. And so the idea is that once you're in that $75 range, countries are going to start to buy. They're going to start to buy and fill their reserves again. And that's going to just naturally put a bucket or a floor underneath the price of oil for the near term. Now, as long as the U.S. economy stays strong, $75, maybe $80 a barrel seems likely. What we look for is the second you start to see a degrading U.S. economy where demand, actual demand destruction is occurring, that's when oil goes back to 60 and even 50. by maybe year end or early 2027. So lots of information here I've given you, but I wanted to make sure you were fully on point. Let's keep an eye on where things go. All right, so let's flip over to gold. Taking a look at gold, you guys know that my midterm outlook continues to be bearish on gold. Gold has beautifully rolled over. Again, massive reversal, low, lower low, high, lower high, lower high, right? So, I mean, it's very clear that the trend in the near term is down. Now, the beauty of this is that on a longer term basis, what type of pattern is this, right? It's a longer term bullish pattern. So eventually, just like we were just talking about, remember how we just looked at parallels that were like this and how price tends to go like this and then breaks down and then goes like this? Well, guess what? Patterns like this tend to go like this and eventually break out. So while near term or midterm, I remain bearish on gold, long term, and keep in mind, long term for me is like a year out, right? Or whatever it is. It's not really that long, but for me as a trader, as a day trader, swing trader, that's a long time for me. So the long term is bullish on gold, even though I still think we're going to come down to 4,400 and break, go to 3,900. You'll get a big bounce. Notice the low end of the parallel is right here, plus this pivot low. So you'll get a big bounce. I think you'll actually bounce from 3,900 here, or maybe 38 and change, back to 4,400. This low now becomes resistance, right? And then after that, we come down and look at out here, right? So out here, this same parallel is now intersecting with my ultimate target, which is around that 3,500 level. And that's what I would expect in that general vicinity, eventually price breaking out. All right, silver is very similar in that same structure. If we look at silver here, let's just zoom in on it here real quick. And we say, okay, so silver, down move inside bar. It's a classic bear flag. It's playing out beautifully. Silver down today about 2%. Short-term support 66 to 64. If we break this, and I do think we do, then the target where I've been countlessly made fun of for talking about it, silver. I still remember when we were up here saying it was going to go back to $50. People were like, dude, he's smoking something. You know, he's crazy. He's a clown, all that stuff. But in essence, I mean, look at where we are. It's a hop, skip. And in fact, it's closer to get here than it would be just to get back to your highs. And same sort of deal. I mean, if you look out years, do I think silver goes even higher eventually? Yeah, because fiat currencies are degrading in value and reserves, metals, precious metals are a way to offset that. But you still got to flush out the weak hands. You know, people that bought these things thinking it was a get rich quick, that's really not how the metals work. And you could say, well, it is right. It was for a couple of months, sure. But you can't use a sample size of a couple months and say, well, yeah, that's going to overpower 100 years of the way gold traded or 1,000 years of the way gold traded. I mean, that's kind of asinine, frankly. So in any case, on that note, I'm going to bid you farewell. I will keep you posted. Let's watch oil. Oil should be on the verge of a near-term top here. Let's go with it and see where it goes. You guys have a great one. Thanks for visiting verifiedinvesting.com.